What's up, YouTube? FatKings Phil here for pre-op video number 5. This is like my 4th attempt at this, and it's just because the energy has been really weird in the last 3, and I was like all over the place. So I'm going to try and stick to my notes this time, and I'm going to try and slow down. I'm always rushing because I feel that 15-minute mark coming, and I know I could go over that, but I don't want to hear me talk more than 15 minutes. I know you don't. So here's how this is going to go down. We're going to talk about, first thing, we told the kids this week that I am having surgery, and I expected that to be a little more dramatic, and it wasn't. They were like, okay, great. Can I get back to my video game? My daughter may be a little bit more concerned, but not much. So either I put it out there a really healthy, good way, or and I'm coming across much calmer than I feel on the inside, or they're okay with it, or they're not telling me they're not okay with it. So that's out there. That was a big decision. And I will tell you, it was not one I made lightly. So if you're on this journey and you have kids, something you need to think about, since we're kind of using these videos as learning lessons, I'm teaching you as I go. So you're getting to see me stumble through it. Take it for what it's worth. Make your own decisions on it, obviously, but do keep that in mind. A couple of things I do want to do shout out wise. James RNY guy, I loved your videos, man. I love the videos with your wife. I know I commented on your page. She's a hoot. She cracks me up. You guys are good together. I see exactly why you're together. Congratulations, brother, on the 24th. You're right behind me. I'm going on the 16th. You're going on the 24th. TJ is going to find out on the 28th when his diet starts, so he can get on to his surgery date. He might be like a month behind me. So pretty exciting to kind of go through this with a couple other people that, I've known TJ forever, and I sure as heck feel like I've known James a long time just by watching his videos. So exciting, and it's great to be following all the rest of you guys who have blazed the trail before us. Get all the experience of what you guys have done and learned, and your honesty and integrity. And then we get to go through it and kind of share the trials and tribulations of actually going through it. So I'm excited about that. Something that really touched me this week, I was watching Sarah from NerdInOregon, not Sarah, less than Sarah. This is going to get tricky. I'm going to start just calling Sarah NerdInOregon, and I'll call Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. She was here first, I guess. I don't know. So confusing. No, I was watching NerdInOregon's videos, and man, she did a killer job snapping back after surgery. I hope I have it that simple. And she was kind enough to put up a video today on, hey, how to make post-op, or, how to make your first week out of surgery better. And I took notes. Luckily, I'm doing most of the stuff that she's recommending ahead of time. So I'm hoping that that's the case, that it's going to work well, and I will test her theory and we will see what happens. So that's good. She had said something though in that video before that about the fact that she had, she's a writer, and you're a writer by heart, and it's just you write because you want to write. It's just that simple. You feel the need to. I certainly do. I'm a writer. I've been writing. God, I wrote my first novel I wouldn't let anybody read it. I wrote my first novel between senior year of high school and my sophomore year of college. So it's very sophomoric in its scope and stuff. But, you put your 10,000 hours in, you get your experience however you can. Again, I would never let anybody read that. But it meant a lot to me to write that. And but at the same time, I've always kind of felt like her, where, this was the one thing I feel like I'm good at and I love, but I haven't ever had the confidence to put it out there. And I think a lot of that lack of confidence comes from being big my whole life, and just being constantly treated like a second-class citizen, especially coming up. When you're big your whole life, that's your reality. When you're a big kid and you come up big and you go through junior high and high school big, you get a beating. You get an emotional beating. You get a real good look at human nature, and it ain't necessarily pretty, as I like to say. And you also, the upside to that though, you get a really good judge of character, and you get a really good BS detector. So you take the good with the bad. I will say that, in that respect, a lot of you guys, I watch your videos out there, and you got a lot of character. So, and it comes through. There's a lot of subtext in what you say. But getting back to Sarah's thing, she was very touched that her piece got selected to be I believe it's a college journal, and I apologize if I got that wrong, but congrats, because that's huge. I mean, the vulnerability of putting your writing out there is terrifying. It's the one thing that's so personal and it's so you, and because it all happens in your head and you create it and it's so close to you. And when I heard that, it really touched me, because I myself, when started this process, I said to myself, okay, I'm going down this road, and I need to do something with my writing in case this goes sideways, which is, again, I don't think is realistic. But if I were to die on the table and I never got a chance to try to find out if I was a good writer, how would I feel? So I wrote an entire movie, not my first one, but I wrote a new movie. It was a romantic comedy, and I submitted it to the Page International Screenwriters. So I am waiting to hear if I made semifinals or not on the day I have surgery, which is ironic. So I don't care though if I win or not, if I even get selected for semifinals. That script means a lot to me emotionally. I'm kind of trying to fight off some choking up here. That's weird. That script means a lot to me. The story makes me laugh. It's really something I'm proud of. So don't stop writing is my point. Don't let your weight or anybody else tell you that you should not have the confidence in that. Obviously, you've got a skill. You got selected. Stay on it. The only way to get better at writing is to write. If it's one page a week, I don't care if it's one sentence a day, do it. Just keep doing it. So congrats. Sorry. Took a lot of the video up on that, but it touched me in a big bad way, and it really hit home. So, and I will let you guys know what happens with the script. If it does well, great. If it doesn't, I'll tell you that too, but I don't care. I love that script. I read it. There are parts that make me laugh out loud. So, and I wrote the damn thing, so I should know what's coming. So anyway, okay. And then, let's shift gears to something a little more lighthearted. TJ brought up the one last hoorah meal that you had, and I had put a lot of thought into that before that question. I actually had thought about this quite a bit when I first decided, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have surgery, but before I do, when I get close to the end, right before I have it, I'm gonna do this one last hoorah before I have to do the pre-surgery diet. And then as I got closer, and as I've been working hard and getting my head in the right space, along with my just my body, in the sense of just, I'm trying to eat a little less. I'm trying to be a little better about my choices. I mean, obviously I had to be for 6 months to do the doctor certified, insurance diet thing, nightmare. But even after that, I'm trying to eat healthy for breakfast, healthy for lunch, small portion of whatever is for dinner, one serving. And that's it. And then my problem has been still snacking, but that's, there's a part of me that's like, well, I better have it now because I can't have it later. There is a piece of that. And I know that's a very bad thing, but it is very much a line in the sand kind of thing. Like, well, in a couple more weeks, I ain't gonna be able to do that ever again. So I'll have a little taste of this or a taste of that or whatever. So, but it's not, that's not a habit I want to move forward. It's just more of like, oh, well, this is my kind of last chance to do it. I'll do it without going crazy. As far as my last hoorah meals though, I decided I don't think I really care if I do that or not, to be honest with you. I'm on the journey now. I want to be on the path to health and fitness and a more healthy weight. Now I'm working out now. I work out 4 days a week now, 45 minutes a day, aggressively. I try to get 5, but just with the way work is, I always work out at work. It's kind of a trick I use. And these are the little mental tricks I'm starting to build in now, where if I don't work out, I don't get paid. That's not true. But if I don't take my lunch break, go upstairs and work out for 45 minutes and then take my shower and come back downstairs and go back to work, then I haven't completed my work day and I can't get paid. Now that's not true. I'll still get my check, but I just play that game with my head. I know that I'll still get paid. Even when I say it, I know that's the case, but I just do it as a little trick to myself and it works. It gets me up there. Today, did not want to go up there. And, I'm like, okay, fine. Don't go up there and do the heavy duty workout that you normally do, but just go up there and walk. So I walked for 2 miles. It took me about 45 minutes to walk, a little over 2 miles, 45 minutes. Great. Better than sitting on my ass all day, right? So it's just creating habits that as I get back on my feet from the surgery, and looks, if I'm half as lucky as Sarah, I'll be back on my feet pretty quick. I want to get back in the gym, at least walk those first 2 months until I'm cleared to go back to regular working out. And I want to get right back into working out. I don't want this to be something I have to add in later or reintroduce later. It's easier to maintain what you've already been doing. It's a lot harder to go back. So I know those first few workouts are going to suck, but I'll be lighter when I go back. So maybe that'll offset the time off. So we'll see. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. So I still think though, I'm going to let myself have one dinner out with the wife and the kids, probably two. But I'm probably going to share a main course with my wife and of something that I probably won't be eating again anytime soon, maybe like barbecue or something. And then, I think I'll have one breakfast out, one big breakfast. I don't normally eat big breakfasts, but every once in a while I like to go have pancakes and what have you. I can't normally eat much of it anyway, but maybe I'll split that with the wife too. We'll see. She's a little tiny ex-swimsuit model thing that it's rough living. My best friend is like Superman who can eat 12 pancakes for breakfast. He eats 5,600 calories a day, and I'm not exaggerating. 5,600 calories a day and not gain an ounce. Matter of fact, if he doesn't work out, he'll start losing weight. He has to keep that muscle bulk on. And then my wife's pretty much the same way. If she ate healthy for 2 weeks, she would drop 10 pounds instantly. She's just got that metabolism and stuff. So it's a real treat having those people in your life. When you're not like that, it's a real treat. I don't begrudge them. God bless them. 18 days of diet, 18 days to surgery, 8 days till I start the pre-op diet. Although I will tell you, I've kind of been semi-pre-op dieting already. With the breakfast and lunch piece, at least I've been eating protein shake for breakfast, protein shake for lunch, protein shake for afternoon snack. Once in a while, I'll pop a couple almonds in there because I'm finding that's really tough to maintain. And then I'll have one serving of whatever's for dinner, whatever it is. Now, when I go on the pre-op diet, that's going to have to be lean meats and vegetables. I think there's stuff on the list. I'm not going to bore you with it. You guys know. If you don't have a list from your doctor and you're going through this process, get one. And that's kind of where we're at on that. So kind of more dreading the 10-day diet than I am the surgery, which I'm just not. So starting next Saturday. So next Saturday when you see me, or next Sunday, I normally record on Sunday. Today's Friday. Normally I record on Sunday. So next Sunday I'll be like 20, maybe 15 hours into that. Maybe 20. Yeah, 24 hours into that diet. So I'll probably still be fairly nice. But the following week, right before surgery, I might have a horn here and a horn here and red eyes, and it might be ugly. So you've been warned. Bring your crosses to that one, or whatever religious symbol you think will keep away the devil. So that's kind of where we'll be on that. See, 12 minutes in. I don't want to get too much. See, I keep all these topics. As you guys say things in your videos, it makes me think, and then I write down a topic on my list of crap I want to talk about, or it'll trigger a thought process and what have you. So I'm going to say that, okay, let's just do this one, and then I'll save the rest for, no, I'm going to do two things. So real quick. Something's happened to me this week that really pissed me off. So someone who knows what I'm planning on doing, I won't say their name. I won't say if they're a friend, a coworker, both, whatever, family member, whatever, comes to me and says, I saw that girl from the Housewives of whatever who had lap band, and I think I want to do that. And I looked at this person who's maybe 20 pounds overweight, max. And even then, I think they are fine, but whatever. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? Like, do you realize that this is not a game? This is not some simple. If you are somebody who's 20, 40 pounds overweight and you are watching these videos because you're like, all right, this is something I got to do. I need to do this. This is the way to go. This is not for you. There are serious medical conditions that you have to meet to get this. I don't have any of the comorbidities, but I have a high enough BMI to where they let me do it after doing the 6 months of rigmarole and stuff. I'm at least 100 pounds overweight. I think that if you look at an actual BMI chart, I'm way over 100 pounds overweight. But for my goal, I'm at least 100 to 120 pounds overweight. That's the reality. You need to be that size before you start talking about these things. They're not some trivial little thing. This is serious business. I mean, this is change your whole life forever kind of business. And I know I'm preaching and I haven't had it done yet, but get your head in the right place on this stuff. This is not a diet, a little diet. Go on a diet if you need to lose 20, 40 pounds. Exercise if you need to lose 20, 40 pounds. Get some help for that. But this is not the help you need. So just have a realistic expectation of whether you need this or not, I guess, is coming into this. But for that person to say that to me just really pissed me off. And, but I kept it in check and I just shook my head and walked away. I mean, not literally shook my head, but I just kind of walked away and removed myself from the situation. Cause I know they didn't mean it to be hurtful to me, but it just was. It was just like, So anyway, that's where I was. This is a mental process. This whole thing is a mental process too. You guys have taught me that. And man, have you come up with some great little sayings and things you've said in your videos that have really stuck with me. I want to cover them here, but we are out of time. So I will catch you guys next week, and I will keep that on my list of things to talk about. So thank you, everybody. If you're watching me and it's way in the future and I'm doing well, this is where I started. And if this is where you're at, it's completely normal. Thanks for watching. And remember, it's good to be the king.